Hey loves, we are doing an old age makeup tutorial today. I do not have any kind of recording equipment, so I am using my iPhone. Enjoy the crunchy quality. To start off, I use a product called Mofajang, which is basically a hair wax that's tinted to get my hair to look silver. You start off with your hair a little bit damp and then you just run it through until it's evenly spread out, and then you just kind of leave it for a little bit until it dries. And once it dries, you can kind of shake it out and make it a little bit looser. It's a really nice product and I've really been enjoying using it. After that, we start on the contouring.
Contouring is for women who want to leech the souls of their dead lovers and collect the inheritance of their ex-boyfriends who disappeared under mysterious circumstances.
I start off with really basic shading, so kind of hollowing out the cheekbones and sharpening any angles that I want sharpened. And after the basic shading, you can start putting down a roadmap for where you want the wrinkles to be and get a little bit more detailed. You can use your naturally occurring wrinkles to kind of give yourself an idea of where they might be. So I'll scrunch my forehead, or I'll, scrunch my nose or whatever to try and get an idea of where do I want these to be naturally placed and what will look good on my face. For the most part, this will be pretty self-explanatory just from watching, but I'll hop in every time I think there's something that needs to be explained. For the eyes, you're going to want to make them more sunken in.
You just can't wait for me to die, can you?
And so I will shade right underneath my brow bone in order to make them have more depth. Once again, you can follow the natural creases in your face and just make sure that you really define them. Whenever I add shading, I always pull downward to blend because you want the kind of natural fade to be happening beneath so that it looks like a shadow dropping down. This technique with the eyes is actually a technique that I learned from cosplaying Jason Isaacs' Hook. He has these very droopy eyes, and I was trying to figure out how to imitate that look, and after messing around with some shading, I was able to get this illusion of the skin hanging down over the eye. Once you do that, you can continue with the wrinkles. Gotta love defining those natural crow's feet. If you're having any trouble figuring out where to place your lines, you can look at references. One of my favorite parts of doing any kind of old age makeup is the shading under the lip. I just, for some reason, really enjoy it. It's very satisfying. Nose contouring is kind of its own separate thing depending on what you want to do with the character. For example, my character Mercer Reed had a broken nose, so the way that I would contour that on my face would be completely different from how I'm doing Saint Nick. Once you have all the basic shapes figured out and all your placement for all of the line work, you can go in and add the little details. One thing that really helps with masculine looks is to bring out the brow bone, and it's also fun with characters that are really expressive because it kind of adds that dimension there. And here you see me wrinkling my forehead. I'm a very expressive person and my eyebrows are in a constant state of wiggling, so don't need much help there. And then we get to the eyebrows, and this is one of my favorite parts. I use just a basic water-based paint, but you can use whatever you want. You can use the Mofajang, you can use anything. Just very lightly brush over the brows, and it should cover. After I'm done with all the shading, I'll go in with a lighter concealer just to add more depth. Highlighting in between the areas of shading can help kind of bring that out. Don't be too heavy-handed with it, just add a little bit where you think that there needs to be more definition. Okay, I am really proud of this part. So the last time I did an old age makeup, which was for Renwick, I figured out how to contour the neck, and I am so excited. I don't think I ever realized how much the skin just kind of droops under there. You know? It just like, it's just very like flappy and droopy, and I was contouring my neck in the completely wrong way for years, and then I finally looked at a reference because I was like, we gotta get this down, and look at it! Droopy flaps! That sounds terrible, I'm sorry. Old man neck! We have an old man neck. Yeah! And here is the finished product. If anyone tries out this look, I'd love for you to tag me so that I can see what you did with it. And I hope you enjoy making yourselves old people.